Crypto.com is doing some tremendous numbers on the exchange, man. We're seeing Crypto.com really creep up and obtain more market share throughout this bull market. So we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about how Crypto.com is competing with the likes of the biggest exchange. That's right, Binance. And we're going to do some number crunching and some comparisons, seeing what Crypto.com is currently doing with their exchange. And also we're going to get into some of the good stuff that Crypto.com is doing. And we're going to look at some speculation things, man. We're going to look at some things that might be possible down the road for Crypto.com as they continue to build a foundation, not to only become the top crypto exchange, but also becoming one of the biggest financial institutions that we see and recognize in the financial world. So we're going to get into it. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, man, turn on those notifications right now so you can get all updates on Crypto.com and everything surrounding the ecosystem. I'm going to continue to bring these updates each and every chance I get. Now, let's get straight into it. Enough of the small talk. Let's go and talk about it. Where we at with price today? So, man, we can see currently Crow is at 14 cents. Now, we are in the green today, up 2% on the day. Now, the market cap is at $3.76 billion. Volume is at 37 million, down less than 1%. And we can see that Chronos is still in the top 50, coming in at $39. Now, a lot of things going on for Chronos. We saw that the exchange is now available in the United States. We know that they have the contracts in order to do something similar to sports betting. You can pick your potential outcome of different sporting events. Right now, they have the Super Bowl going on and some other events as well. And we also know that Crypto.com continues to build around a utility for Crow. Now, a lot of people have these things or how they feel about Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com. They talk about how he's not promoting Crow and things like that. You got to think about it, guys. He is the CEO of one of the biggest exchanges in the crypto space, and he didn't want to get in trouble for promoting Crow. Now, we have a different government in place now. We have a new president. We have a lot of elected officials who are pro crypto and pro Bitcoin. So it might be a change of narrative. He has started changing the description in or for Crypto.com app, and it does sometimes say by Crow. But if you look at it, man, if you just step back and look, everything that Crypto.com is building within the app and also the exchange revolves something or somewhere around Crow. And that gives Crow even more utility. So when people complain about Chris not talking about it, talking about Crow, I really don't listen to him because I think actions speak louder than words. And everything that that the team is doing, building around Crow, as far as giving it utility within the app, creating less sell pressure, I do believe they're doing so. Now, I also will say that they do have future burns coming up. So a lot of people have been talking about burns as well. We don't know how big the burn will be. We don't know how significant it will be or how it will affect price, but I do love seeing more Crow getting taken out of circulation, and that is what Chris is going to do through or what he said on the roadmap. So the roadmap for 2025 is very big, and that's why I'm very bullish on Crow at these prices, because the prices, the things that they plan on doing hasn't been priced in yet, man. We really haven't got to a true altcoin season. Everybody is getting sad or getting mad that prices aren't pumping and things like that, but the people who are patient are going to be the winners, because if we just scroll out, man, look over time periods, time frames, man, it's about, being the time in the market, not trying to time the market. And if you would have just had, this time in the market, this, long 6 years, and that 6 years fly by, because I can vividly remember where I was at in 2019. But if you would have been investing since 2019, you will be up 615%. And just buying those dips, you will also continue or still be in profit, even if you would have held their all-time highs. And if you didn't buy the all-time highs and just bought the dips, you will absolutely still be in profit. And that's why I say being or dollar cost average over time is your best friend in the crypto space. Now let's get to some of the good stuff, man. Crypto.com continues to give so many incentives to really trade on their crypto.com app. So we can see the top 1,000 Crow net buyers to buy or to win $50 of Trump, plus all eligible participants stand a chance to win up to $10,000 of Trump. All you gotta do is, click on that link to participate and see what you need to do. But like I said, crypto.com continues to empower the users. We also are always getting new crypto projects, man. New crypto projects are always being listed on crypto.com. We see that Vine now is available on target price orders. So we're starting to see crypto.com really embrace being the degeneracy of the crypto space. And I love to see that all of these small market projects are getting listed very, very fast. And now, since we have more so of a bullish president and a bullish government, and I do think more crypto smaller market crypto projects will get listed faster as well. So this supported cryptos are just continuously growing on crypto.com. It's so many opportunities to make some money on crypto.com, and that's why I believe it will overtake Binance in the future. Now let's get to some of that good stuff, man. Crypto.com is hitting half of the Binance volumes after the launch in the United States. Higher Crow fam, shout out to Albert. But we can see that crypto.com currently has $16.1 billion in the past 24 hours. Binance has $33 billion, $33.9 billion. But crypto.com is slowly creeping up to really, take over as that #1 exchange. Now it's going to take a lot of time because we can see the monthly visits is only 7.51 million monthly visits. Binance has 82 million and Bybit has 27 million. But the beautiful thing about that, I will say, we have half or less than half of the monthly listeners or monthly visits rather of Bybit, but we have more trading volume. So just think about if more people start using the crypto.com exchange app and we start to get more monthly visits, I do believe we can easily creep up on Binance to overthrow them and hit that 30 or get past 33 to 34 billion dollars as far as trading volume goes in a 24 hours period. So a lot of things that I'm looking into, man, I like to see that. I like to see crypto.com, even though it's not as many monthly users, it has a lot of volume. Now, this can be due to the simple fact that it's a lot of incentives going on for the crypto.com exchange at the moment. It is new, so it could possibly go down. I'm not saying the trading volume can't go down, but stepping into a full-on bull market, I do believe they released this at the perfect time in order to capture some of that, even more of that market share as far as the exchange volume goes. So once we hit that full-on bull market, I do believe crypto.com numbers will continue to increase as more retail investors and more institutional investors come into the market. Now, it's been a lot of speculation, man. Shout out to Albert. He had this to say. Pretty much Chris was in New York and it's speculation time. So Chris is in New York after previously attending President Trump's inauguration in DC. There are no immediate business reasons to go to New York as the crypto.com headquarters is now in Tyler, Texas. So what is this trip behind, or what is behind this trip? It could be related to the recent launch of crypto.com stock trading, the NYSE advertising, or possibly an IPO. What do you think, Crow fam? Now, I do believe crypto.com has a potential to become a public trading company. We can look at the similar likes to like Coinbase, Robinhood, a lot of these other platforms that have really brought retail trading and made retail trading and retail investing easier to obtain. So I do believe that crypto.com has that potential. Now, do I think that Chris wants it to be a public company? who knows? It's kind of looks like he's moving that way, but at the same time, I think either way it goes, I think Crow is going to continue to explode. And I think it's gonna be kind of hard putting Crow as a public trading company or public project. Now I do believe if they were to do make Crypto.com a public trading company, I do think it will be something separate from Crow, and I don't really want to take that away from Crow, take that attention away from the actual Crow coin. So I really wouldn't want to just necessarily see an IPO until maybe next cycle, if that was to happen. But if it does happen, I don't think it will be too much of a detriment to the Crypto.com platform. But like I said, I would want to wait off to see that happen. And last but not least, man, a new kind of financial institution built right in front of our eyes, so you can manage your stock portfolio with Crypto.com and get a 3% transfer bonus, man. So you can get a 3% transfer bonus when you pretty much transfer your stock portfolio to Crypto.com, and that's very big because a lot of these platforms are giving percent transfer bonuses. I know Robinhood has done it in the past. I'm not sure if they continue to do it, but a lot of these projects or platforms are doing this. And with Crypto.com doing this, that just gives people more incentives to want to buy stocks on the Crypto.com app. So, man, just had to give you an update on Crypto.com, why I'm super bullish going into it. We see how Crypto.com is slowly creeping up on Binance to become, that #1 centralized exchange for the crypto space. We saw just in the, couple of days that the Crypto.com exchange has launched, it's already, half of the volume that Binance is doing. And I do believe this will continue to increase as we go into the bull market. I do believe the market share will increase for Crypto.com as we go into the bull market. And right now it's just the buying opportunity in my personal opinions, because we're going to look back and say 14 cents was an absolute steal for Crow at this time in the market. So Crypto Tro, that's my video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, turn on those notifications. And if I added value to you today, make sure you support the channel by leaving a super thanks so we can keep this content pumping and we can keep it going into that bull market with a full head of steam. So Crypto Tro, I'm out of here.